Bask in the light as she moves and welcomes in the dark to soften your gaze into the abyss. The abyss can be daunting as there is nothing to anchor what is sent out. A sense as though you disappear with all that is light, which then becomes a star in the vast galactic space. Your brightness tells a story, as all tell one, and all play a part in your light. Dance in the brightness you are, even in the darkness. I feel like this is something that touches upon how you step into life, and it's how you show up. It's a choosing and how you decide to react to what is happening around you. And so this doesn't mean fake being happy till you're happy. It's having the courage to actually look at and feel the emotions that are coming up. For me, this is how I've been learning to approach meditation, and it's taught me how to have a safe place, how to create a safe space, and when needed, I can always ask to be provided some courage, to be given some courage. And I might not know how courage looks like and what it feels like, but just to have the courage to experience the pain and the stories and be okay to live in it, to let myself know that you can feel the emotions. It's not pretty, it's not pleasant, but I can feel the emotion. And throughout my life, that was something that was a bit of a challenge, which was how can I be okay to share my emotions and be vulnerable when the people around me that are to support me and encourage me don't want me emotional and have something to say about it and question why I feel the way I do. And so it's taken me throughout my life to where I've stepped in um, with feeling as though I would have to censor the way I show up, who I am, and I can't share anything with anyone, and that I have to have my guard up. And so the most free I've felt is it was when I was dreaming and when I would daydream and just think about my future, think about a place where I could actually feel my emotions. And it wasn't that I wanted to feel happy. Well, of course, everyone wants to feel happy, but I just wanted a safe place where I can feel the pain because that was the hardest thing for me to feel. And so um, from constantly having to Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Um, from constantly having to put up a face and this place of meditation, of sitting still, it showed me how and where how I showed up in my life, how I just rolled over on my back and I just let people say whatever they wanted to say, act the way they wanted to act. I had trouble putting in my 2 cents, just even a little, like, my own perspective, just to have the courage to even say my own perspective. That was a challenge for me. And so learning to give myself the space to speak, to be heard. And it wasn't looking outside for a place of sanctuary, a place of safety. It was finding that place of safety within myself. That was something that was kind of beautiful. I didn't realize how meditation became something where I didn't have to always do every day or every morning. It was in my daily life, wherever I go, whatever I do, I always connected with myself. And I knew that throughout my day, if I can connect with myself, if I can check in from time to time, I'm connected and I am alive and I don't have to disconnect. And for me, meditation became a place of disconnect because I didn't have the capacity to sit with people around me, just in general, even if it was people that I like. It was learning how to feed myself. And so, even a place of connecting to yourself, connecting to the darkness. The darkness is a place where you get to hold space for yourself. And when I say this, it's the parts of you that were not seen in its full spectrum. And it is expansive. It is highly expansive, those places, because things don't have to look the way they do. Things don't have to be so dark and grim and heavy. They may feel that way in the moment, and it's a way for you to expand yourself and connect with who you are. But at the same time, these places of darkness can bring out emotions, and these emotions are frightening to experience. So when I say this, I mean that it can be frightening to experience your depths of anger or even your depths of pleasure. It's building, it's not building, but it's more of a coming into contact with your walls, with your boundaries. And so you may have a boundary for the pain, the amount of pain and discomfort that you can experience. And the same goes for the amount of joy and happiness that you could um, take at a time. And so it's a learning of how to deal with the extremes and become familiar with them. Because sometimes the scariest place can be where you don't know how angry you can get. You don't know how happy sometimes, well, some people. I know I have from time to time wondered the extremes of my happiness, what that actually looks like. And is too much happy too much? Is it this can happiness make someone can your happiness make someone feel uncomfortable? I feel like I have experienced that, and I hope that you guys haven't. But for those that have, how is it like to be happy? And for you to experience the depths of your bliss, it's a manner of having the capacity to go into the darkness, into the vast abyss, into the space of nothingness. And from the space of nothingness, there is, in this vast space of nothingness, anything can happen there. And this place of anything can happen is a place of, from this place of anything can happen, we have our baseline thoughts that take place. The thing is, from this place, you could choose to inject whatever you want to happen or to experience, whatever you want to feel. Um, and the space can be referred to a place of neutrality, but it's more of a place of a void than neutrality. And I say the void just because it's an encompassing of the emotions, the experiences, the PTSD, the traumas, as well as the happiness and joys. And it's a place of connecting to your baseline and shifting what your depths are. It's kind of like when you look at a waterfall, a big waterfall, and you just watch the way just looking at it can be so daunting of the forces that it has, the way it makes you feel. It can be beautiful and or it can be scary, but that depends on the way you perceive it. And so this place of void is a space where you get to implement how you wish to see the world, how you wish to see your world. Because at the end of the day, the way you experience this earth, the way you experience this body, the way you experience your life, it's through your eyes. There are many people that will put out their thoughts and put out their perspectives, and we have done this for many years. But at the same time, it's your experience. And so having the courage to experience life from your perspective, from with your desires and your vision, it's valuable. Knowing that there is value in the way you perceive life, in the way you experience it, there is value. And so having the courage to live this valuable life, it's something magical. The more that there are people living the life that they wish to live, that sparks them. And it could be that you just want a life where you get to go for an afternoon walk. That's it. You just want to go for an afternoon walk every single day. There is great pleasure in that. There's great bliss in that. And so the way that makes you feel has great value, and there is something that many people can learn. Is to know that it's nothing that's big or small, but it's just something you want to have, something you want to feel, and it just brings up a smile on your face, and that's it. You will be taken through the depths of your joy, as well as the depths of your pain and your sorrows. And it's in this place of void, in this place of meditation, that you'll meet yourself. When you get to meet yourself, the way I experience it is that you meet Source. And when you are met with Source, it's pure, eternal, blissful love. And no matter what, you will always have this love. You can access it right now in this time, or you can kind of wait till you leave your body, and that's up to you. And so have the courage to experience it now. Life is quite magical, and so you will be guided to live exactly what you intend to live. Okay, I feel like that is a wrap. I'm going to leave the message out here I'm gonna leave the message here. I will be speaking to you guys soon.